I'm going to show you how to add an AMS to your Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Connecting the AMS to this machine is extremely easy. This will be a step-by-step guide, so let's get started. So the AMS unit has two pieces. We have the holder and then the unit itself. As you can see here, it slots into each other, and then there's 4 screws that we're going to put in to hold it together. So go on over to the box of accessories here, and we need to find the bag that says AMS stand. It has 4 screws in there, well actually 5 in case you lose one. Remove the screws from the bag and put them in the Allen key, and now we're going to put them in the AMS stand. There's going to be 4 separate holes. You will see them. There's 2 on each individual side. Tighten the screws, but not too tight. You don't want to break the plastic, just enough, and then we're good to go. The next step is we're going to put on the spool holders, but take note of these colors right here. We have yellow and green. So if we go over to the actual spool holders, these are actually color coordinated. See that? This is a green one, and if we look at the other one, it's a yellow one. Same with these two, green and yellow. All right, so now we're gonna actually put the spool holders on the AMS. Link up the colors here. We have green, and all you have to do is put it on that green cylinder. All you do is kind of push it in and then click it in. You shouldn't have to twist it to click it in at all. It's pure force, just push it in and it should click. And then continue the process to make sure all 4 of them are on. All right, our next process is to move the AMS unit closer to the printer. We need it around 8 to 10 inches away from the printer itself because we're going to install the PTFE tubes. These are essentially little tubes that go in here from the AMS unit and go all the way over to the printer head. This is what the filament is fed through. So go ahead and grab the bag of PTFE tubes. I know, that's kind of hard to say. There should be 4 individual tubes in here, and there's going to be 2 of them that are longer in length, so please pay attention to that. And the reason for those longer tubes is because the 2 of them are a farther reach from the AMS, if that makes sense. Here, I'll show you guys. So grab the 2 shorter of the tubes, and this is going to go on the inside of the AMS because it's a closer reach. So just put these PTFE tubes gently in there and then push it in, and it will snap. You'll feel it kind of click inside there. That click is a special fitting to allow the tube to push in, but it doesn't pull out without clicking down on that fitting. Here's a close-up of what it looks like. And again, you want the shorter of the 2 on the outside of the head here. See me just click it down? Click! That's where it clicks in. So go ahead and install the shorter ones on the inside, and then the longer tubes go on the outside right here. See that? And this next step, go ahead and grab this cord divider. It's kind of like a weird design looking star-like thing, and then insert the tubes in here. This is essentially to kind of tie all these tubes together. You'll notice that the tubes click nicely inside all the little holsters on the inside. So insert it right there, and then once you get all the tubes clicked inside there, what you can do is kind of push it up, and this helps keep all the tubes together nicely. Alright guys, we're heating up, man. We're getting closer and closer to 3D printing. Getting excited yet? Alright, let's stay motivated, guys. Alright, so the AMS, this needs to be at around a distance between 8 to 10 inches away from the printer, remember. Alright, so our next step is getting the cord ready for the AMS and plugging it into the side of the printer here. It's a 5-prong plug-in, so you just plug it in right here. Next, we need to add the build plate to the actual printer itself. It is magnetized, and what we do is we line it up with the back of this design right here. Then go ahead and make sure the 3D printer is plugged into the wall itself. Then our last step is to turn on the printer. There's a little on switch back here. Da 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 da! Initiating power in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, congratulations. Our printer is now ready to go. Let's click the start button, and it's going to walk us through this small little startup where we can connect to the Wi-Fi and start printing. It will ask you a bunch of basic questions like what country you're in, what language you're using, and it will eventually ask you to connect to your Wi-Fi. You don't absolutely have to use Wi-Fi, but it makes printing from your computer, laptop, and your phone so much easier. It will also do a handful of calibrations that the printer needs to do. And after those are done, it's going to alert you that it needs to be updated to the newest form of firmware. Alright guys, one of our final steps here, we are going to be adding filament to the printer itself. So open up your filament. Once it's open, find the end of the filament. Usually it's taped to the side. Remove that. And what I like to do is cut the end off, just in case any of that tape residue is on the end. Then you can take the roll of filament and put it onto the spool holder and make sure it's feeding the correct way so the filament feeds into the filament tubes there. And as the filament's feeding in there, you have to push in that yellow button and then push the filament in, and the machine will actually start to to auto feed the filament. It's a crazy cool feature. All right, guys, let's go on over back to the LED screen. We're gonna print our first file. So click on print files here, and there's actually a bunch of built-in files that we can print that come with it. So pick which one you wanna print and then actually click on the file. I'm gonna print this 3D Benchy, and then click on the next button and make sure you choose which roll of filament, where you put it on the AMS. It's gonna tell you, please select filament for all colors. So choose that one where you put your filament on there, and then click next, and it's going to print your file. So the printer is going to go through a bunch of calibration process before it actually prints, but it will eventually get to it. There you have it, guys. There's how to connect and add an AMS Lite to the Bambu Lab A1 Mini. You're going to have a ton of fun printing multicolor prints with this AMS on the A1. It's amazing. Guys, hit me up in the comments to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe.